Revenge is a dish best served cold, and who doesn't love a good revenge story? Anime has a unique way of serving up these tales, whether it's a slow burning plot that builds up over time or those instant regret moments that hit like a freight train.
So, we've decided to bring you the finest revenge moments where bad guys get what was coming for them, each one spiced up with just the right amount of drama, action, and a dash of sweet, sweet payback.
So kick back, relax, and enjoy the best delicacies the anime world has ever cooked up.
Number 10, Naofumi's Sweet Revenge. When Naofumi was betrayed and framed, we all knew revenge was on the horizon, and that's what set the rising of the shield hero apart from other isekai. This twist made it one of the most loved isekai of the year. Like every isekai protagonist, Naofumi was summoned to a parallel world and chosen as one of the four legendary heroes, the shield hero. Initially, the only person who seemed to support him was the kingdom's princess, Malti S. Melremark. However, she quickly revealed her true colors when she stole all of his gold and then falsely accused Naofumi of sexually assaulting her. Because of this betrayal, Naofumi was shunned and disrespected by everyone around him and almost got executed. With a heart full of hurt and mistrust, he embarked on a journey to grow stronger and clear his name. In the end, Malti's lies were exposed, and Naofumi had the satisfaction of publicly renaming her bitch and slut in front of everyone.
Number 9, Tatsumi kills Princess Arya. Tatsumi's dream was simple. He wanted to join the Empire's military and earn enough money to save his impoverished village. To fulfill his dream, he left the village with his two friends, but his journey took a dark turn when he was separated from his two friends and lost all his money to a con artist. Just when things seemed hopeless, Princess Arya saved him and gave him food, warm clothes, and shelter. However, he soon found out that her kindness was nothing but a facade when Night Raid exposed the sinister truth she was keeping from everyone. They led Tatsumi to a hidden dungeon where he discovered his two friends brutally tortured to death by the same princess who had shown him such false generosity. Consumed by rage and betrayal, Tatsumi didn't hesitate. He slashed Princess Arya in half with his blade, delivering swift justice and avenging his fallen friends in one of the most satisfying revenge moments in anime.
Number 8, Afro Samurai avenged his father's death. Afro Samurai has the most intense plot in anime that revolves around revenge. Afro lost his father when he was a child. The only thing that was worse he saw was that it happened as he was brutally beheaded by his old friend Justice. This memory traumatized Afro, but instead of giving in to trauma, he used his traumatic past as the fuel that drives him to become a master swordsman with one goal in mind: vengeance. To achieve his goal, Afro had to claim the #1 headband, the ultimate warrior's prize. He had to become relentless and take on anyone who dares to stand in his way. The ultimate test of his determination was when he had to cut his childhood friend. When Afro finally faces Justice, it's not just a fight, it's a showdown of epic proportions. The battle is fierce, with every slash fueled by years of rage and determination. In the end, Afro carves out his revenge, turning Justice into a memory and securing his place as one of anime's most legendary Avengers.
Number 7, Shinichi Izumi eliminates the parasite that killed Kana. Kana Kimishima had a special ability to sense Migi and other parasites, but she couldn't tell Shinichi apart from the rest. One day, sensing a presence, she ran into a deadly parasite, thinking Shinichi would come to protect her. Unfortunately, by the time Shinichi arrived, it was too late. The parasite had already plunged a blade into her chest. Bleeding out, Kana tried to tell Shinichi about her dreams, but she died in his arms before she could. Overcome with rage and sorrow, Shinichi asked Migi to handle defense and went on the offensive. In a fury, he ripped the parasite's heart out and smashed it against the wall.
Number 6, Kiaru gets revenge for being tortured. Redo of Healer has one of the best revenge plots, just not in a family-friendly way. Kiaru was initially selected as one of the heroes for his healing abilities, but he faced brutal mistreatment from Flare the magic hero, and others due to not being a kingdom native, despite looking up to her. Despite his initial excitement about being a hero, he endured severe torture, imprisonment, and drugging. After enduring years of abuse, Kiaru finally escapes and manages to get his hands on the Philosopher's Stone and travels back 4 years to seek revenge. He first targets Flare, making her suffer in a way that mirrors his own torment, and then he deals with 2 of his other tormentors, Bullet and Blade, ensuring they face consequences for their actions.
Number 5, Kaneki payback to Jason. Kaneki went through some of the worst pain imaginable in Tokyo Ghoul. He lost everything: his mom, his best friend, and even his humanity. But the real horror began when he was captured by Jason, a sadistic torturer. Over 10 grueling days, Jason put Kaneki through unimaginable suffering, using various substances to suppress his regenerative abilities and employing all sorts of brutal torture methods. Jason didn't stop there. He broke his promise and killed Kei and Kuto, which pushed Kaneki over the edge. This was the final straw that triggered Kaneki to finally give in and embrace his ghoul powers. He snapped, breaking free from his restraints and delivering payback for those 10 days of hell. In the end, Kaneki devoured Jason's Kagoon, leaving him barely alive for Juzu Suzuya to finish off.
Number 4, Levi cuts down Zeke. Attack on Titan keeps viewers on edge with the constant fear of their favorite character's survival, often bringing more bad news with each episode. The Beast Titan, with his massive size and terrifying ability to to control other Titans, was the series' greatest threat at that point. During the attack on Paradise Island, he cornered the scout regiment, leaving them with no escape. It seemed like all hope was lost, until Erwin's rousing speech inspired his soldiers to make the ultimate sacrifice. Fueled by the loss of his squad and Erwin's death, Levi was out for blood. He went straight for the Beast Titan, who had everyone else shaking and scared. Levi's attack was straight up savage, knocking the Beast Titan off his high horse and making him sweat for his life. Watching Levi slice through the Beast Titan and drag Zeke out was peak drama and a satisfying moment for fans, delivering some epic retribution on the spot.
Number 3. Shikamaru destroys Hidan and avenges Asuma. Shikamaru proved that being immortal is not always a blessing. When his mentor Asuma was killed by an immortal shinobi who used his voodoo curse power to murder Asuma, Shikamaru was devastated and swore to avenge his fallen mentor. To avenge his mentor, Shikamaru sets up an epic revenge plot as he lures Hidan into a trap and binds him with Shadow Jutsu, wrapping him in explosive tags. In one of the most satisfying revenge moments, Shikamaru opens a deep pit beneath Hidan, lights the tags with Asuma's lighter, and blows him to pieces. Hidan's remains are buried under a pile of rubble, and Shikamaru ensures he stays buried forever, declaring that no one will come to save him and he'll remain entombed for all eternity.
Number 2. Gon goes all out on Neferpitou. Revenge can be a powerful force, and Gon showed us just how far it can drive someone when he chose to sacrifice everything for it. When this 12-year-old discovered that his mentor, Kite, had been brutally injured and was on the brink of death, Gon was overwhelmed with anger and helplessness. Unable to save Kite, he shifted his focus to making Pitou, Kite's killer, pay, leading to one of the most intense revenge moments in anime. In his rage, Gon sacrificed his future by channeling all his nen to gain the power needed for his revenge. The transformation was shocking, turning him into a version of himself strong enough to finally bring Pitou down. What followed was a relentless and brutal beating as Gon unleashed his fury on Pitou without holding back.
Number 1. Mustang burning envy. Roy Mustang is usually the calm, collected type who hides his emotions, but deeply cares about those around him. But when his best friend Maze Hughes was murdered, it shattered him, which we covered in our top 10 anime moments that made us cry video. Check it out. Hughes' death didn't just make Mustang sad, it turned him into a revenge-driven machine. When Mustang finally catches Envy, he doesn't just kill him, he repeatedly burns him, leaving us feeling sorry for the guy, even though he's the villain. Mustang's brutal punishment was so intense that it drove Envy to take his own life because he couldn't handle the trauma.
And that's it. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to subscribe for more. Drop your favorite scenes in the comments, and we'll see you next time.